Hello and welcome to my roundup. This is actually a roundup of 2 weeks as I was away last Friday. Last week I went down to London for the Audio Production Awards, not as a nominee but because I had been a judge. I was head judge of the panel that was looking at the Best Narrator category, and it was a really difficult task. There were some fantastic entries and it was very hard to whittle them down to a shortlist. However, all the judges agreed on the winner. It was Olivia Colman for her reading of Mary Poppins. I can highly recommend listening to it. She's such a brilliant narrator and the story was completely captivating. I would also like to mention the runner-up, David Haig, who was the narrator for An Unknown Warrior. This is the story of the unknown soldier buried in Westminster Abbey and was serialised on Radio 4. It's a fascinating and very moving story and is available on BBC Sounds if you fancy having a listen. On the Small Business Big Network podcast this week, you can hear Jennifer Gilmore's story. Jen is the founder of the Latte and Live network, but she's also a published author and speaker on the subject of domestic abuse, something she has first-hand experience of. It's an episode that's definitely worth listening to. This week I've been to my first Christmas meal of the season at the Counting House in Cleethorpes. This was with a group of ladies who were formerly part of the Workwise Women Network, and although we're no longer meeting regularly, one of our members, Jane O'Flynn, decided to get us all together. It was a lovely evening and the food was delicious. Thank you to Jane for organising that. On Tuesday, I went to the launch of a new platform for online exhibitions and conferences. The IDG Events Roaming Network is absolutely brilliant. You have a little avatar that moves around the conference hall, and when you get close to a stand, you can speak to the stand holder. I had a stand myself to try it out, and I was very impressed. I was invited to the event by Kelly Frith of Innovative Business Development, and I know there are more events in the pipeline, so do contact Kelly if that sounds interesting to you. On Wednesday, I attended a Business Hive event at the new YMCA building in Grimsby. As the speaker was held up in traffic, we had the opportunity for a quick tour, and the facilities are amazing. Every resident has an ensuite room and the communal kitchens are beautiful. They also have a gym, an art room and an outdoor space too. The speaker I'd gone to hear was Rick Courtney from Be More Social. He is a very engaging speaker and really knows his stuff when it comes to making the best use of social media. Unfortunately, due to the late start, I couldn't stay to the end as I was expecting a delivery at home. What I did manage to hear was very useful, as Rick was talking about the 5 fundamental social media must-dos. This week, I've begun promoting a free webinar which I'm going to be hosting with Karina Scott of Girl About Social. She's going to be telling us how to get our social media in order for 2022 using her unique SASSY approach. The webinar will be on Monday the 13th of December at 7 p.m, and there will be a replay for those who can't make it, but you must sign up. If you'd like to come along, let me know and I'll send you the link. A couple of days ago, I learned that I'm shortlisted for a Lincolnshire Technology and Innovation Award in the Micro Business category. Fingers crossed, we'll be having a real-life awards night in 2 weeks' time. I'm sharing a table with Simon Beniston of Medi Biosense, who is shortlisted in 4 different categories. That's just greedy. This morning, I've been to a 90-minute workshop with Pippa Mell of Rocket Business Management, all about planning and accountability. This was organised by Gary Mumby and his team from the Productivity Hub at Lincoln University. He's still on the lookout for businesses in the Greater Lincolnshire area to help, so if that's you, drop him a line. And you could also get to do brilliant workshops like the one I've just done with Pippa. I have no excuse now for 2022 not being completely amazing. That's all for this week. Join me again next Friday for another Roundup.